She is awesome. Yeah, she's really good. I mean, like she's exceeding my expectations, and she's a go-getter. Like I'm actually really glad that I have prepared like the 411, the 30, 60, 90,
Yeah.
because it kind of is like done with week one's stuff in a day. And then yeah, she's on to like week 2 and 3. It's our first week actually this week.
Yep.
And it's technically the fourth day that we're or fifth day that we're working together. But she's already done with like pretty much almost done with my content calendar for June. She's like, yeah, so from the 17th, so we're gonna start posting on the 17th to the 28th, and then she's done with that already, I think today. And then she's gonna start working on my next project, which is July and August social calendar.
Okay.
And then yeah, she's asking, and I told her like to ask me for content videos and all that stuff. And then we have some other projects to assign. And so we're using Asana really well. And yeah, she's doing it. I mean, you know, so for the first week, we meet every day in the morning, just to catch up with the previous day. And she's always like, every single day, she's like doing a lot of, you know, she's like got something new for me, like for like content stuff for me to approve. So yeah, it's great. I mean, it's working out really well.
Good. And you like the content that she's creating? Has there been a lot of feedback that you've had to give her to correct her on stuff, or?
For the most part, everything is like on target and on the mark. Like I've only had to update like maybe 1 or 2 pictures, and then also content for the most part was good. Because she did a lot of research me and my business like prior to me hiring her. So she's got an idea like before I hired her, like what she was gonna do for me.
Right.
So I think that helped also. But then like, yeah, just everything right now is just flowing really well. So
good. I love to hear that.
Yeah, it's great. It's really awesome.
A lot of times, some social media managers are hit or miss, where there are some that just perform and they hit the ground running, and then there are others that kind of need that ramp up phase. But sounds like you picked a good one.
Yeah, I was really debating between like, cause then, you know, honestly, like Joyce wasn't really the final, because I had 2 interviews, right? So the first interview narrowed it down to 4 people. Joyce was one of them. But out of those 4, I actually had my eyes on the other 2. So the one was really experienced, like the most experienced, but she's my age. Which wasn't really like a big thing. Like she's got the most experience in customer service experience as well as media experience, but her stuff, like her like the stuff she shared with me on like what she did for her previous client didn't really, like the social media stuff, like the art stuff, what didn't really pop out at me.
Okay.
So, but she would have been like I can see that she would have been like a stabilizer, if you will, like
okay, sure.
You know, she would have been a good first staff, if you will. And then there was another girl, she had worked at Levi's and had like a whole bunch of experience, then the last 2 years she was a social media manager. She was really eager to show that she wants a job, but then Joyce just came out like over the weekend. She did a whole presentation of my business.
Wow.
She did like I don't know if I still have that, but she like that presentation, she did like my SWOT analysis of my business, and then she did like who my competitors are, who we want to imitate on the social media channels.
That's awesome.
And then she got because I already have my logo, right, of my business, so she actually picked out the colors that we want to use our social media channels with, basically the colors of my logo. And then yeah, she just like did a whole bunch of like, it really like wowed me, and I was like, oh shoot, I can't not hire her.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's just like, so she really popped out on the last interview, and I'm really glad that she did that, because like I would have missed her, you know, if she didn't do that. But yeah, I'm really glad. I'm really happy with my decision.
Good.
And yeah, she's doing really well. I mean,
nothing else to say besides that, and that's totally fine. And it's the first week, and I'm really glad that she's blown you away so far. That's really encouraging for me to hear. And I guess the other question, I don't know that you'll have an answer to this, is are there any challenges you foresee happening with her? Any immediate red flags that might need to be addressed?
I don't know how much time she's spending like for me. I'm feeling like she's doing a lot of work behind the scenes. So I feel like yeah, so I mean it's not a problem. It's just I think I'll probably throw in like a bonus here and there for her
Awesome.
just to compensate her for the additional time potentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Awesome.
I had set up a expectation like the bonuses before the first year ends, but no raises until 1 year mark.
Got it. Okay.
So it depends on how it goes. I might move that up.
I love that you're thinking about raises already. One weekend, you're like, this girl needs to get paid more. She's doing so much.
Seriously, yeah, she's doing great. So
Cool.
yeah, she's doing really good. So I'm really happy about that.
Good.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, I like it. I really love it. I mean, it's working out real well.
Yeah.